Okay. I am Emilio Infinito.
It's your boy DJ Mojo.
And it's your boy Izzy Inc.
And today we got a very, very special review we want to do for
Wakanda.
the Black Panther. Alright, Black Panther is a film that was directed by Ryan Coogler, and it was written by both Ryan Coogler and Joe Robert Cole. So let's just get right into it, man. What is your thoughts, your feelings about this movie?
Excellence all around, start to finish. Excellent cast, strong cast. Forrest Whitaker, you need to stop it.
Be stripped. The Black Panther's power will be stripped. Oh wait. You know what? I'm not like. I gotta be honest, man. Like in Forrest Whitaker, I have the highest respect for that man and what he's done in cinema. But I felt like he just woke up and said, "I'm gonna do Black Panther today," because the accent he gave was not. Like what region of Africa was he pulling from? Because I understand like the actors were pulling from like different African tribes, different tribes, different regions of Africa, and they were kind of taking those regions and pulling from their accent. And he just everything was it's overemphasized, bro. It didn't sound like an African. I didn't feel that, and I could be so ignorant right now because I probably don't know. He probably studied something. It just was hard. It kept taking me out of the movie. His voice kept taking me out of the movie.
Right. So, what did y'all think about Michael B. Killmonger?
I connected with that character. I connected with Killmonger more than I connected with T'Challa.
I feel like this was the villain we needed. Like Claw, yeah, he's cool. Andy Serkis, good actor, but this was not his movie. This was, I agree with you 100%. I sympathize more with Killmonger more than T'Challa, and I'm just like. Because he just had a message, and his motives, just resonated with me.
Right.
And, I feel like if you have a villain that has a motive that you personally can say, I can see why you're doing that. If you can feel that, then that's good character development. What you think?
Man, this movie was dope to me. I would put it in the top 5, if not the top 3 of 2018 so far. But other than that, the action was there. The storyline was great. It had a great dynamic feeling to it. But more so for me on the music side, man. This movie was so dope that they literally asked Kendrick Lamar to make a separate album for him. So he pulled a lot of rappers from, Schoolboy Q, J Rock, Mozzie, and the whole other, SOB. Everybody knows SOB. They all made one separate album, which was very, very
the soundtrack.
Very dope. You don't get that too often where you could just make a separate soundtrack and then still have a movie score. So my number one pick on that Kendrick Lamar album is Paramedic by SOB. That's a famous popular song. Everybody rocks with it. But other than that, I really like how they really tuned into the African culture. Everything was original. You can actually, this is what they played back there. This is what they played in the motherlands over there, and these tribes and, all these other things. They really went more for culture rather than, I think this is what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they really had to sit down and say, okay, well, let me study all these different tribes and let me see what vibes I get. So, for the music production side of the movie, it was flawless. It was flawless.
One thing I really liked about this film was its celebration of African culture. I felt that it gave the world a sense of, beauty and wonder. One thing about it connected with me personally. I always felt connected to slavery, but never connected to Africa, because not to get dark in this review, but if you like our culture, like our heritage, our stories, our language, our religions, all of it was taken when Africans were brought here on ships and put into slavery. So this movie was just beautiful because it gave mostly a 90%, I'm gonna say 99% maybe, black, African American, African, people from different parts and corners of the world. We got to play these Wakandans. It gave a celebration of black people, and that's something that we never see on such a high budget like this. I was just floored at the movie in every aspect.
Visual wise, it was great. It was great. There was some elements of it that I would argue with. To say that had some issues with, but
you had issues with this movie
when T'Challa was walking off this ship and into the water, into the fight with M'Baku. Okay, and we saw the people on the cliff, on the mountain, right?
Yeah.
And it panned up, and as like the bottom was realistic, but as you going up,
it did look kind of fake,
CGI-ish.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't tripping because it was beautiful African people.
I mean,
so
it
I
was
think
beautiful
you're
African
just
CGI.
looking to nitpick.
That's just a nitpick.
Nitpicky boy.
I'm a visual guy. I love the movie, but I can't be biased to it.
No.
So that's just me. But I mean, other than that, it was a great movie. I loved it, especially the scene with Killmonger and his father.
The dialogue between the father and his son in that scene, that was powerful, and I felt like it was deeper than just a conversation between those two. It was actually kind of like an open letter to us as people, Africans in America, who grew up, who are Americans but have African ancestry. When he said, they may not accept you, or why haven't they come for us? This is the kind of conversations people have and people think about, like when we talk about Africans being enslaved and brought here to America. And
it's a big topic.
It is, but it's like there's always been this it's kind of like a rift between the connection of Africans who actually come from Africa and Americans who consider themselves to be African American, and that we, because we're from America, aren't true Africans. And there's that rift, that disconnect. He yearned for a deeper connection with his home, and which we all do too. I think a lot of African, like in America, we're disenfranchised in certain aspects simply because we don't have that cultural pride and that connection amongst each other, because we don't all tie back to that culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We did adapt and create a culture in America. We are the culture. You know what I'm saying? In America, hip hop and everything else that comes with it, from fashion, music. But at the same time, that's all seeded from our motherland of Africa. You know what I'm saying? We just came here and we created a kind of subculture.
Yeah, this movie it really touched home for a lot of people, man, and it really opened eyes to the people that aren't used to, quote unquote, the black movie, if you would say, but it really showed, that, we've been put behind scenes, like, oh, we're secondary to the main actors, or we're never the main actors.
Kind of like sidekicks.
We're sidekicks every single
Falcon
time.
boy.
So for
I'm glad he's gone.
for somebody to really just say, you know what,
War Machine.
I'm gonna make
Hey, War Machine is dope,
everybody,
though. Sorry.
you know, I'm gonna make everybody like main characters. I'm gonna make everybody stand out. Is very like,
Doing Melage.
yeah,
They were.
it was
Man.
huge because you couldn't just say, oh, this was a sidekick to this guy, or this was a sidekick to this person.
Right.
Everybody had a key component.
We went to a con recently, and I seen an Asian woman, or a girl, excuse me, she was younger, and she had on a Dora outfit, and I thought that was the most beautiful thing because for so long growing up, you know, you dress up as these characters, and usually they're of the Eurocentric ideal of a hero, and to see black people depicted as such powerful people, which naturally they us are, but to actually for it to be celebrated in such a way, and for people to embrace it that aren't even black or have no black heritage, no African heritage, I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would love to see little kids, you know, whether they be black, brown, white, anything in between, and they're dressed up as Black Panther.
Exactly.
Because they just genuinely love the character. There's no appropriation about that. There's no racial, like, no. That's a character that people can stand behind, on his ideals, on, you know what I'm saying, what he believes. It's the same thing for people who want to dress up as Batman or Captain America.
Exactly.
Spider-Man. Exactly.
Iron Man.
This movie it spoke to me in a way that no other film has ever spoke to me as a black man, as a comic book guy, I guess, as a human being. I gotta give it 5 out of 5 vision hands.
Man, I'm gonna second that motion, man. It was perfection. It's no way it can go lower than a 5. So I'm gonna go 5 vision hands for that one, man.
I loved it. I loved every part of it. I give it a 5.
All right, well, I am Emilio Infinito. You can follow me on IG at Emilio.Infinito.
And it's your boy DJ Mojo. You can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at DJMO_JO. It's your boy signing out.
And your boy Izzy Inc. You can follow me on IG on Izzy Inc. _pro. You know what it is.
And we got that perspective.
Woo!
Okay, and if you like that video you just saw, do one favor for me. Click that subscribe button right next to it. Click that bell notification just to stay up to date on all our latest videos, because we definitely would appreciate it. And if you don't, you can go and do something with yourself.